go into our final few lessons in this unit, I just want to give you a quick explanation of why I need to assess you and why it's important that I assess you. Assessment is extremely important for me as a teacher to understand your learning and what I need to do in the future to help your learning. Up until this point, you have been looking at frontier conflict and colonial Australia and what it was like to live in colonial Australia. It's also important that we look at significant events that happened in the past and how they shaped the Australian community today, but also how it affected and impacted the community back then. A significant event that I will be assessing you on and we'll be looking at for the next few lessons is the Myall Massacre. Now, I really can't stress enough how important it is to look at this event in the past. It is an extremely distressing and upsetting part of Australian history. It is extremely important that we learn at all parts of Australian history, no matter how upsetting and how distressing they are, because this not only helps us as a society move forward, but it helps us understand where we are today and how we can help change the society for the better and become active citizens. The final assessment will be completed over 3 different lessons, and through these 3 lessons, I would like you to look at and think about 2 questions in particular. How did this event shape the Australian colony and community? And why is this event a significant part of Australian history? Lesson 1. We'll be looking at why this event is important, the people it affected, and how the community at the time reacted to the event. And I also want you to think about how people would react today if this same event occurred. Lesson 2. We're going to be taking a look at newspaper articles and how they are used in a society. We'll be looking at the features of it, the structure of it, and how values and opinions are conveyed through an article. Now, today, newspaper articles will be extremely different to how they were in 1838. And a big part of that reason is because society's values and beliefs have changed since then. We will be planning a rough draft of 2 different newspaper articles. One as if you were in 1838 and the values and beliefs from then, and one from today, if the event were to occur today. This is important because it shows the difference in values and opinions and beliefs. At the end of lesson 2, I'll be giving you the rubric. Together as a class, we will go through this. It includes the assessment criteria for which your newspaper articles will be marked against. Your newspaper articles should show the impact of the Myall Massacre. It should evaluate and highlight the difference in values and ideas between the 2 different articles. Finally, it should demonstrate what you have learned through previous lessons and how you have applied that knowledge into these 2 articles. In lesson 3, you'll be completing your newspaper articles. This will include the final edits and making sure everything that you need within your newspaper articles is there. Once you have finished your articles, I would like it if you were to print them out and then paste them into your HAS books neatly and on a double spread that clearly shows the date and has your name on it somewhere. I would like you to hand that into the marking box. Thanks guys for listening so patiently. I would look forward to reading every single newspaper article that you guys